Hello, my name is Shau Wai, and my maiden name is Wong, Shau Wai. So my maiden name was Wong. My parents are Mr. and Mrs. Wong, and my married name is Shau Wai Sim. So Sing Sin, or Sing San Sing Sin. My parents were from Hong Kong, and they came over in the 1950s on a boat. It took them a month to come by boat, and then I was born in the 1960s. And I was born in Portsmouth, that's dock area down on the south coast of England. When we were in school, our family were the only Chinese, or only foreign people, not even, there weren't any Indians or Africans. We were the only foreign people in our school, so it's a little bit odd. The other thing that was odd was that we were one of 4 children, and in those days, in the 60s, everyone only had 2 children. So when you have 4 children, everyone will look at you and think, oh, why have you got so many children? There's a population explosion. So that's a bit odd as well. So we were very different. And then we have rice at home. We don't have a lot of fish fingers or mashed potato. So we are quite different. Yeah, very different. Firstly, my mum would take us to school, nursery and then school. But then my brother could take me, I think I went to school about 5, real school, and he was only 7, and we called the bus. Now here, today, I don't think you'll get a 7-year-old taking a 5-year-old little brother or sister on a bus to school. But maybe it was more relaxed there. We lived in a sort of outside of town, so it wasn't a big city. And so we went on the bus to school and back. So it's very different. I think there's maybe more independence then and safer environment. At first, they might do, but then when you play together, I think it was all right. But I did suffer some discrimination from the teachers. This is the 1960s, so maybe it still happens now, not so much now. I think they have to be more careful. But the teachers will say to me, oh, we don't do things like that here. So, they would look down on you. And the other thing was absolutely amazing. They changed my name. My name is Shau Wai Sim, right? So you write it. And then they said, oh, we can't say that. We'll call you Sue. So then they changed my name to Sue Wong. I was thinking, what? That's not my name. So, I think it's from the society that there was who are these foreign people? Well, Chinese will say, we're a banana, so you're yellow on the outside, so if you look at me I look Chinese, but we're white on the inside. So culturally we think a lot in the British way because we've brought up in the British education system, so we've absorbed a lot of the culture. But also I think I consider myself quite Chinese. I do like rice and I do cook Chinese food, not all the time, and I do have a lot of Chinese traditions. So I'm quite Chinese, so I'm both Chinese, but I fit quite easily into British culture, but I've got a lot of Chinese traits as well, so I fit into both, but maybe more so British culture. I came up for university. I'd never been to Wales before. Well, I studied physiology and environmental studies in Cardiff University, and then they offered me a job to stay to work in the university. So I stayed and worked in university then. I was a tutorial assistant and I worked in the university for 4 years. I did I did teacher training after that at PGCE, and then I found it quite difficult to get into a job, and there was a hearing therapy job with training in the Heath Hospital. So I went to London for a year and trained as a hearing therapist, and then worked in the Heath Hospital as a hearing therapist. So that's rehabilitation of deaf and hard of hearing people. So I did that for a good 10 years. So it was very good. I wouldn't say there was a need, but I go to the Chinese church, so I do mix with a lot of local Chinese people who come to the Chinese church. And it is nice actually to sort of connect with that, with your culture, with your home culture. It's good to connect with your home culture, although you are, I would say, fairly integrated into British society. I would say to keep your culture. Okay, you are integrated. You speak English. You eat fish and chips or whatever, tandoori chicken and things like that. That's what the kids eat now. But also keep links with your Chinese culture. You know, respect your parents. That's very important. Go home, phone home. I think maybe that's all cultures. Yeah, go celebrate the festivals, and you know, keep links with your family and your parents and grandparents. And if you've got links in Hong Kong, try and visit Hong Kong now and again.